Hello, global adventurers! Welcome back to Adventures and Facts, the podcast where we travel the world, discover amazing secrets, and practice our English together. I'm your host, and today we are broadcasting the second episode of our special series, Ancient Egypt. In our last episode, we explored the magic of the pyramids. We learned that Egypt has more than 118 pyramids and that they were built as royal tombs for kings like Khufu. But today, we are in a completely different magical place. Look at these massive stone walls and tall pillars. We are standing inside an ancient Egyptian temple. And of course, our amazing expert, Professor Adam Horus, is here with us. Welcome back, Adam.
It is great to see you again, Adam. Tell us, where are we today?
Hello! It is wonderful to be back with you and our lovely listeners. Today, we are in Luxor, the city of history. We are exploring temples. In total, archaeologists discovered more than 100 major temples in Egypt.
Archaeologists discovered major temples? What is an archaeologist, Adam? And what does major mean?
Great questions. An archaeologist is a scientist. This scientist digs into the ground to find very old things from history, like gold or bones. And major simply means very important or very big. So these are 100 very important temples.
Scientists who find old things, and major means important. Got it. Can you name some of these famous temples for us?
Of course. We have beautiful temples all over Egypt, like the Temple of Hatshepsut, the Temple of Philae, Edfu Temple, Abu Simbel, and the giant Karnak Temple. Each temple was built as a house for a specific god or to celebrate a king.
Splendid! Let's explore the most famous ones. Which one is the biggest?
The king of all temples is Karnak Temple right here in Luxor. It is the largest religious complex ever built by humans. It is so big that you can fit 10 large European cathedrals inside it. It was built and expanded over a period of 2,000 years. More than 30 different pharaohs added their own buildings, small temples, and giant walls to it.
Religious, complex, cathedrals, expanded, pharaohs? Oh, Adam, those are too many difficult words. Can you help us?
Of course, Jessica. Don't worry. Let's make it very easy. First, a religious complex is just a huge area with many holy buildings together. It is not just one building. Second, a cathedral is a very huge traditional church. Third, expanded means to make something bigger. The kings made the temple bigger and bigger over time. And finally, pharaohs is just the special ancient word for Egyptian kings.
Wow, thank you. So Karnak is a huge area of holy buildings. It is bigger than 10 giant churches. The kings made it bigger, meaning expanded it, and those kings are called pharaohs. Perfect. What is the coolest thing to see inside Karnak?
You must visit the Great Hypostyle Hall. It has 134 giant stone columns. They look like massive trees made of stone, and they are covered in beautiful carvings. These columns are so wide that it takes 6 adult humans holding hands just to circle around one single column. The roof they held up weighed thousands of tons.
Giant stone columns and carvings?
A column is a tall, round pillar made of stone that holds up the heavy roof of a big building. And carvings are pictures cut into the stone using tools. In ancient times, they didn't have paper, so they cut their stories directly into the stone walls.
Whoa! Drawing stories on stone pillars? That must look incredible! What is our second famous temple today?
Our second stop is Abu Simbel, located in the south of Egypt. It was carved directly into a giant sandstone mountain by King Ramses II around 3,300 years ago. The front of the temple has 4 colossal statues of the king sitting on his throne.
Sandstone mountain? Colossal statues? Throne?
Sandstone is just a soft type of rock that is easy to cut. Colossal means extremely large or giant. These statues are 20 meters tall, and a throne is the special, expensive chair for a king. But the most amazing secret is that the entire mountain temple was actually moved. In 1964, because of the Nile River water rising, international engineers cut the temple into thousands of small pieces and rebuilt it 65 meters higher up the mountain, like a giant puzzle.
They moved a whole mountain temple? That is a modern miracle. But what about the ancient miracle?
The ancient miracle happens twice a year, on February 22nd and October 22nd. On these exact days, the sun rises and shines its light directly through a long, dark hall to illuminate the face of King Ramses inside the deepest room of the temple. It celebrates his birthday and the day he became king. Even after moving the temple in modern times, engineers kept this sun alignment perfectly.
Illuminate the face and sun alignment?
Illuminate means to make something bright with light, like turning on a lamp in a dark room. And sun alignment means the building was positioned in a perfect straight line with the sun. This shows how brilliant ancient Egyptian engineers were in astronomy, which is the study of stars and the sun.
Wow! The sun makes the king's face bright, which means it illuminates it because of the sun alignment. Astronomy and architecture working together perfectly. Unbelievable. Adam, this is truly magical. Does visiting these temples remind you of your childhood adventure when you got lost?
Yes, it always does. When I got lost at 12 years old, it was actually inside Karnak Temple. I remember walking away from my grandfather to follow a beautiful blue butterfly. Suddenly, the crowds disappeared, and I found myself alone in a silent hall surrounded by giant columns. I remember touching the cold sandstone walls and looking at the mysterious hieroglyphs.
Were you very scared at that moment?
At first, yes. I sat down on the sand and started to cry. But then I looked up. The sun was shining directly on a giant carving of the god Horus, the falcon god. He looked so strong and protective. At that exact moment, a kind tour guide heard my voice and found me. He gave me a piece of sweet Egyptian candy and said, "Don't cry, little pharaoh. Horus is watching you." Since that day, my fear turned into a great passion. I realized that these temples are not just dead stones. They have stories to tell. That is why I became an archaeologist.
What a beautiful and deep story. That sweet candy and the falcon god created a great, helpful professor. Now, my global friends, it's time to open my word backpack. Let's look at 10 important words we use today. I will say the word, tell you its meaning in English, read an example, and then leave 3 seconds for you to repeat the example out loud. Ready? Let's go! Word 1. Complex.
meaning a group of buildings or structures that are related to each other. Example, the university has a very large complex. Word 2. Pillar, meaning a tall, strong post made of stone or wood used to hold up a roof. Example, the old house has strong wooden pillars. Word 3. Column, meaning a tall, round stone pillar used in buildings. Example, look at that beautiful white column. Word 4. Carving, meaning a shape or pattern cut into stone or wood. Example, the ancient carving shows a beautiful bird. Word 5. Colossal,
Meaning extremely large, huge, or giant. Example, they built a colossal statue of the king. Word 6. Throne, meaning a special chair used by a king or queen. Example, the king sat proudly on his golden throne. Word 7. Illuminate, meaning to shine light on something or make it bright. Example, candles illuminate the dark room. Word 8. Astronomy, meaning the scientific study of stars, planets, and space. Example, he loves science and wants to study astronomy. Word 9. Major, meaning very important, big, or significant. Example, this is a major discovery for our history. Word 10. Expand, meaning to make something larger or bigger in size. Example, the family wants to expand their small business. You did an amazing job with your pronunciation today. Now, here is episode challenge. I want you to write a comment below this video using at least 2 words from our word backpack today. Answer this question. Which temple sounds more exciting to you, Karnak or Abu Simbel? Write your answer below and I will read it with joy. Today we learned that Egypt has more than 100 temples. We explored the giant columns of Karnak and the colossal sun miracle of Abu Simbel, and how the temple was moved like a giant puzzle. And we added 10 wonderful new words to our English vocabulary. Thank you, Professor Adam Horus, for guiding us through these holy stones.
It was my absolute pleasure, Jessica. See you in our next adventure.
If you loved this video, please click like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. See you next time in another adventure. Bye-bye!
Learning English is a daily journey, and every day you get better. See you tomorrow on Listening English Daily with our next exciting story.